I'm Assistant Professor Sanjay Mate, MCA Department, IISMR, Negri, Pune. So in this video, we are going to see the control flow statements. The contents are as follows. First of all, we'll see use of if else, and if else, that is if else ladder. After that, we will see the how to use while loop and for loop and their syntax. And at the last, we will see the break and continue statements. So there are actually three types of these statements. One is sequential control flow statement, in which you are executing the statement one after another. You are not going to skip any statement. After that, the second one, decision control flow statement. In this, we are skipping the some blocks or some statements depend upon your decision. And the last one is loop control statement. In this, we are repeating or we are executing some part of statement or block of statement again and again. So these are the three types of control flow statements. So here I have shown that with the diagram. The first one is sequential flow control. In this, you are executing block 1, then block 2, block 3. Likewise, it will be executed from start to end. In the decision control, you are having, actually this is used in the if condition. Whenever you are taking any decision, if that decision is true, you will execute the particular left side block, and if your decision is false, you will execute this right side block. In this case, you are skipping one block or statements depends upon your condition. The third type is loop control flow. In this, you are executing certain block or certain statements again and again until your condition is not satisfied. So these are the three types of control flow statements. Let's see one by one. First of all, we'll see if. So this is the syntax of if statement. If, then you need to write the expression or a condition. Then there is an important thing, that is colon should be written at the last of the condition, and then the statement which you want to include that in that if, that should be indented inside, and then you need to write the statements. So in this case, or in the Python, we are not going to use the curly open base and curly close base to include the statement for that particular condition. So everything whatever we are doing indent inside that particular statements are considered under that particular if. One more thing, here we are not using the round brackets again for putting the condition. Just write the expression or condition, and colon is very important. It, it shows that the condition is starting or the if is starting from this part. So these three things which is important whenever you are using the if statement. No need to use the double equal to operator explicitly. Yeah. So if you are comparing something with number is double equal to 0, no need to write it. You can only write number. It will be treated as true or false. Depends upon its value. So here I have shown you one example that if 20 is greater than 10, I am writing the condition. If 20 is greater than 10, I am printing 20 is greater. So condition, then this colon and indentation. See, I have given tab and writing the print statement after giving the tab. So this is what the proper syntax to write the if statement. This is if else. So here I have taken one example of the if statement only. Here I am taking one input from the user. If that particular number is greater than 0, I will print it positive number. So here I am taking the number from the user. I am checking number is greater than or equal to 0. If it is true, then the number is positive number. If else. Now here you are having if this statement, if condition is false, execute this block, or condition is true, execute this block. That type of thing here we are doing. So here I am taking if, then this is an expression. If the expression is true, execute the statement 1. If expression is false, skip statement 1 and execute statement 2. So here we are either or. Here either this statement is executed or this statement is executed. Both statements never get executed. So that is what the use of if else. Again, here also you need the indentation. Yeah, you are not having your condition, then also you need to write colon and then indent that inside that. So here statement 2 is considered under else and statement 1 is considered under if. Here I have taken one example. See, one number I am taking from the input. Then I am checking whether it is number mod 2 is equal to 0. Is it 0? If it's 0, means what? The number is even. So here I am writing printf, the number is even. Else, number is odd. So here I am taking indentation and I am writing that particular statement inside that if. So you can have many statements inside this if also. So here you can write the all statement with this particular indentation, then that particular statements are considered under this if. If else if. So if you want to, many cases in C, C++, in Java, we are using the switch. The same here we are not having the switch, but you can have the if else, if else, if else. So if statement is true, then this statement is executed. If that statement is false, if the second statement is true, then you can execute statement 2. If the third, that is also false, and if the third Boolean expression is true, then you will execute the statement 3. If you are having many conditions, in that case, you can go for if, else, if, else. There is very important thing that here you are not using else, else, if. Here we are having elif, if. If is the short form of else if. Here you are having the condition and then statement. And this else is optional for this particular if else statement. So let's take one example that you want to print the score or grade, depends upon the score, and score will be entered within the 0 to 1. So if it is greater than or out of the range from 0 to 1, I am printing wrong on input. And if your score is 0.9 or greater than that, so you are printing grade is A. See here I am writing L if. L if score is 0.8, print your grade is B. L if score is greater than 0.7, L grade is C, like this. And at the last I am printing if no score is between this, so that is default condition, or the last condition which is not satisfied under this any if, printf or print your grade is failed. So this is the way we agree you can use the if else if. Nested, yes, you can have if inside the if else, or you can have if else inside the if else. So here I'm having if this condition is true, I'm again inside that if I can write if statement, else statements. So you can write if, else if inside the if or else also. So here I am checking the three from the three numbers, which is the greater. So I am reading the three numbers from the user, and after that I am checking number 1 is greater than number 2. Yes. So I need to compare number 2 with the number 3. So here I am hanging. If this condition is true, means what? The number 1 is greater. Now I want to check this number 1 with the number 3. So here I am writing again if inside the if. This is indent. Number 1 is greater than 3. Yes. Number 1 is greater than 2 also, and 3 also. So number 1 is greater. Else number 3 is greater. This is the if else inside this if. Same way I can write if else inside this if also. So this is the case. So in this way you can write if else within the if else. Yes. The second, that is loop control flow. Loop control means what? You are repeating certain statements again and again. So in that we can use two things. When we can do that with the while loop, or one we can do with the for loop. So let's see first of all while loop. In the while loop, again, while, this is a keyword, then you need one condition and then colon and then the statements. So let's see, I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I am taking number is equal to 1, while I'm not putting the condition inside the bracket, number is less than 5, colon, that is starting of loop, indentation, print number. After printing the number, I want to increase that particular number by 1. That is, number is equal to number plus 1. So yeah, I want to include this statement inside the while. So I am giving the indentation. So these two statements are inside the while. And you got the output 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you reach that 4 or 5, 5 is less than 5, the condition is false and it will come back outside. For loop. So for loop is little bit different than C++ and in Java. So here we are having for iteration variable and in sequence. So in sequence, here we are not giving any condition. So here we are giving the sequence. From that sequence, it is picking one by one element and it will be printed. So there is two examples. There are many examples we can use for loop in many cases, or many ways you can use this for loop. College name is equal to ATSS ISM. Now I want to print this ATSS ISM one by one character onto the screen. So here I am writing for A in. In is one membership operator. So college name. So from college name, it will take first of all A and it will be stored in small a and it will be printed. After that, it will take T, it will be put it into A and then it will be printed. Then S, in this way, one by one, all characters are stored in A and then it will be printed. This is the way of creating using the for loop. Yes, even you can provide the direct string also. Here I am providing the variable name, but here I am directly providing Monday. And here I am printing it. So here you can have M will be stored in character, it will be printed, then O, then N, then D, then A, and then Y. And it will be printed Monday. Yeah, you can do this, or you can use for loop generally many cases with a range. Range provides you the sequence of numbers, and from that sequence of numbers, you can use the for loop. So range is a one function, built-in function with the three parameters. Two parameters are optional and one is compulsory. So from where you want to start, where you want to stop, and from how many numbers or how many steps you want to jump. So these are the three things which is very important in this particular range. Yeah, you can provide only one also, and these two are mandatory. If you are not providing start, it will be considered as a 0. And if you are not providing the steps, it will be taken as 1. So default, this is 0 and this is 1. And stop from up to what you need to go. Yes. Now here I want to print 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So here I am taking I in range. So range here I am only providing the stop value. It will start with a 0 and it will be incremented by 1. Always remember that this particular 3 will be not included. So it will go from 0, 1, 2. So it will be printed. Yes. Now here I have shown or I have given the two values from where I want to start and up to what I want to stop. So this always this 5 is excluded from the range. So it will start with the 2 and it will go up to 4. So this is the output. Yes. In the third, I have shown you the steps. So start with the 1, go up to 6, that is, I mean to say 5, and jump with the 3. So it will start with the 1, it will skip the two numbers, that is 2 and 3, and it will print 4. Again, it will skip 5 and 6, but your sequence is finished, so it will be stopped here. So in this way, you can use the range. So with the 1 parameter, 2 parameter, or 3 parameter. This is one simple program of Factorial. So you can get the number from the user. Here I want to show you the if else also, and how to use the for also for this one program. So here I am using if condition number is less than 0, the factorial doesn't exist. If number is 0, the factorial is 1. Yes, all conditions are true, then range. Or you need to calculate the factorial from 1 to number minus 1, or that is number. If I want to calculate the factorial of 5, so I need to multiply 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So if the number is 5, I need to go up to 6. That is 6 is not included. So 1 to 5. Factorial is equal to factorial into I. That's all. So this factorial statement is included in this for loop. This is a colon. And once we calculate it, I want to print it. So here I am not including this print in the for. So it is outside the indentation. And here I am printing the value of factorial. Yeah, this is very important that you can calculate the factorial of any number. Any means any. You can calculate for 10, you can calculate for 20, even you can calculate the factorial for 100 also. They can continue. So whenever you want certain condition is satisfied and I don't want to execute the further statements or further block, you can use directly the breaks statement. It will stop executing that particular statement or that particular control, and it will go outside that particular loop. Continue whenever you want. I will show you that as the example. So here I want to print, or I want to check whether the number is prime or not. Now in the prime number, I want to check that number with the starting with the 2, and I am going that number up to that number. Means suppose I want to find out the prime whether 7 is prime or not. Or suppose for example, I want to find 99 is prime or not. So whenever I want to check whether 99 is prime or not, what I will do, I will mod with 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. This is the follow up to 99. But once it is divided by 3, then we need no need to check for 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 99. So in that case is the, so this will check or this will execute up to 99. So this is not the proper way, or it will take time also, and it is not required also. So in this case we can go for the break. Yes, once it is divided by 2, once it is divided by 3, for example 99, so you can stop. So you have break that statement and don't divide that further 4, 5, 6, 7. So you will get the result very fast. In this way you can use break statement. It will break it, it will stop this for loop, and it will come outside the loop. Same way in some cases we want, or if the particular condition is true, you don't want to execute the remaining part, and you can directly go to the again condition. So here I am having the continue. So here I am printing the values, that is from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And when it is reached at 5, I want to increase that with the 1. And again, I want 10, 9, 8. So here I'm having, and again, I'm having n is equal to 10. So it will continue again with this. So it will not go for n is equal to n minus 1. So that is what the advantage of this break and continue. So here I have to use both continue also and break also. So in this way, you can use this continue and break for controlling the loop. So thank you. Thank you very much.